soldier, his injuries and suffering have been in vain. Then Obama ends the speech by just assuring all of us to have faith and believe it. Before, of course, reminding us that God blesses this country specifically and solely.
And you guys see where that Sheriff Joe Arpaio is feeding his prisoners bread and water for doing something to an American flag? Hey, look, man, those guys are we've seen how you treat the motherfuckers there. You put them in tents, make them wear pink jumpsuits and shit. Hey, keep in mind, folks, I know you're like, well, they're criminals. Fuck them, they're criminals. Hey, look, when you're in jail, you have not usually been convicted of a crime yet. You're awaiting your trial, or you'll be in prison, or you'll be let go. You don't stay in jail for much time.
Sadism, mutilation.
And bread and water is some medieval shit. I don't know why people are all behind this guy. Just
we
saying.
would not be here.
I'm hiding in the shadow from the demons that I battle. I'm a psycho with a hypodermic needle in my ankle. My cerebral has a fire-breathing ego that exists. I'm evil, people. Lock my sights and burn you to a crisp. My sentiments are venomous. I'm poisonous to enemies. No cure, there is no remedy. Death will be the penalty. I'm menacing, inventive with demented thoughts of grandeur. Temper is explosive. I'm a boiling pot of anger. Middle-aged mutant, deformed monstrosity. Do not have the audacity to fuck with this atrocity. Reform, deform, creeper in a tree fort. Deport back into my country. Read the report. Igor, why they wanna pick on little me for? C4 explosives, I'm ferocious by the seashore. Keep it, you will reap it, I will give it all I got. I'm strategic, devil's reject, I will think and I will plot.
Surrender rap, I'm a psychopath. Mash out, you motherfucking country. Mental, I snap quick. You pay the price when you see me. Mash out, you motherfucking country. I straight up maniac to call me psycho. Mash out, you motherfucking country. Commit sins, sick friends. Mash out, you motherfucking country.
I will have the last laugh, I'm a fucking bad man. Surround my house with sandbags like it's fucking Baghdad. They don't feel the fire yet, they will feel the backdraft. Hand making bullets when I'm listening to Black Flag. Selectors, they are satellites detecting me on satellite. Sneak across the border to Seattle with the pad and mic. DJ play a battle break, I'm battling on stage. I'm a rattlesnake, you kids should not be rattling my cage. And I don't give a fuck about a rapper with a buzz. I'll happily attack him and extract a little blood. Like packing an exacto, I'm exact with the result. Your friends can ask what happened, you'll say crap, it was my fault. I'm an albatross, fucking falcon claws. Half mountain lion, countless crimes, but I'll be fine, my blood is mixed with alkaline. Killed a little monster, he is obviously insane. He's probably just a goblin that has problems with his brain.
Greetings, Congressman Michael Rogers, Republican representative from Michigan's 8th District. We are anonymous, and we have been extremely concerned with your conduct since being first elected to Congress in the year 2000. Your meteoric rise to the level of Chairman of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, and member of the elite gang of 8, who by federal law are briefed on every intelligence action undertaken by the federal government. In fact, you have become such a power in the House, that you have run virtually unopposed in every race for federal office you've been in as an incumbent but one. And even then you raised nearly 3 times the election funds of your opponent. In fact, in several elections, your Democratic opponents raised less than 1% of your war chest. That this has happened, and continues to happen, is a disgrace, especially given your record, and Anonymous is not pleased. We have been watching you, and we think it's time for some new blood in your district. We therefore call upon the Democratic Party to field and fund legitimate opponent to depose you in the next election for your crimes against the American people. Despite running without serious opposition, you still managed to rack up an impressive list of donors in the defense and technology sectors, from corporations that stand to benefit from your degradation of the Bill of Rights, corporations that are either in the business of expanding and facilitating domestic surveillance programs, or are affiliated with the unconstitutional PRISM program, SIIC. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Bay Systems, AT&T, Verizon Communications, L3 Communications, Raytheon, Microsoft, and the list goes on and on. All told, you've raised $420,500 from these companies just since the 2006 election cycle, despite the fact that you could have defeated most of your electoral challenges on a child's allowance. And where did it all start to go wrong, Congressman? Was it your support for the USA Patriot Act in 2001, and its love of warrantless wiretapping? Could it be the Patriot Act reauthorization of 2005? Your monumental vote for the Protect America Act of 2007 that paved the way for the unconstitutional PRISM program? Was it your reauthorization of the USA Patriot Act of 2011? Perhaps it was your failure to attempt to rein in the NSA following the FISA Court's 86-page 2011 opinion declaring the NSA's activities in violation of the Fourth Amendment and the 2008 FISA amendments? Or maybe it was your disgusting CISPA Act that you rammed through the House on not one, but two occasions, despite the fact that it had no chance of being signed into law. Was it the fact that you have voted against the Amash Amendment, which would have stopped the NSA from co-opting the telephone records of hundreds of millions of Americans, again, without warrants? Of course, it could have been when you lied in telling the American people that the emails of Americans were not being tracked without a warrant, when the NSA tool X-Keyscore makes it clear that that isn't true. Regardless of where your crimes begin and end, it has been apparent to Anonymous that you take pride in using the Constitution and the Bill of Rights as toilet paper. Your constituents should be ashamed of you, and we call upon them to force you out of office at their earliest opportunity. A virus has been detected. Anonymous is working to correct the system failure. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Alternate Media Broadcast Network. Let's get it on! Welcome to the Record Radio Show! Have you guys noticed attitudes of our citizens and the people in this country are becoming more intolerant and angry lately? Everybody's angry about crime, they're angry about political, religious, social corruption. I mean, in 1 year, Americans spent $4 billion on pornography.
Divorce affects tens of millions of homes, wrecking people's lives.
It breaks these little kids' hearts. It's destroying our country. We got mass murders, right? Everybody's concerned about mass murder. Even people freaking out about 9/11, right? 3,000 people dead, attacked, right? Do you know how many freaking people die every week from sloppy doctor writing? Did you know that? Do you know how many people don't wake up from surgery from botched procedures? Thousands. Thousands. Do you know how many people are killed a year by garage door openers? Do you know how many people die in their freaking bathtubs? How many people die choking on ice, a piece of ice, or a hot dog? Do you know why Lifesaving candy is called Lifesaver? It's got a freaking hole through it. They don't choke to death on it. Anyway, I always get riled up when I think about mass murders. We're neglecting the old people. There's tons of abuse of both men and women, even of babies. I keep hearing about women killing their own babies. People are just sick in the heart. Men, you're like possessed. You're killing each other right and left, you black guys. No doubt. And you know, every time I turn around, some white guy's doing some bizarre shooting thing too. So, not anybody's doing good on that. Everybody's freaked out. Millions of Americans are hooked on pot, or crack, or heroin, chemicals. And you know, they peer into the world with like goony eyes. And then this results in weird behavior and crime, increasing crime. You know, a recent report by the Federal Communications Commission states that between the ages of 5 and 14, the average child witnesses the violent destruction of 13,000 human beings on television. You know, no telling how many they see on Call of Duty. No biggie, it's cool. But violence, we know, it's weird. When they start banning the titty, you know, when society starts getting all sketchy over titties being shown, like, for example, Michael Jackson's sister, a little wardrobe slip, her titties shook, big controversy. You know what happens? They stop showing less titty on TV and start showing more rape and violence and brutality to women on TV. Of course, for those that are uninitiated, they don't notice all the goddamn Illuminati signs. Nope, no, we don't see that. Video games and video movies, they're horrible. And they fill people's living rooms in the minds of themselves and their children every fucking day. It's relentless. You got prostitutes, homosexuals, and drug addicts spreading AIDS.
You know, you gay guys, you never get that laid on you. And that's no pun intended. You never get that laid on you. As far as equal rights go, okay, great. You want a cornhole? I'm cool. Do what you want. But you and I both know that the door swings both ways. A lot of men are married and they sneak off the back door, you assholes, with AIDS. Do you know how many women have AIDS from AIDS-infected dogs? It's not a lifestyle. It's depravity. It's cool. I guess if two gay guys want to be together and be married, that's cool. I guess I don't care. But if you're married and you're running around dipping in the back door, you dog! You dirty, filthy dog!
All of this is causing America to stumble. We're just a tripping, drunken fool stumbling headlong towards a final precipice. You know what I mean? To the edge of the cliff. Everybody knows it. And you know, it's gaining momentum. It's an ever faster, ever increasing ride to the bottom. And you know, the country's broke. We are so far in debt that people wonder what's going to happen next. People that are retired have either lost their food stamps or their Medic cards, they've had a divorce, they live out of wedlock to keep everything cool. The political and religious corruption have caused even the Constitution to come under attack. People are pissed off. The nation is angry. The shifting values and the anger of the times. It's like Bible prophecy. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I'm trying to be atheist here. Does it have to look like the end of the goddamn world? Shit! The general feeling is that something must be done. And you know, the leaders of churches are starting to realize they want to get 50 million Christians. Lately I've been doing religious shows. I want to dabble. You know, and I see these Christian guys with acid dripping from their fangs about Jesus. I wouldn't want you in my house, you weirdo. The biggest thing I got against those Mormon kids at the door is that they're weirdos. Everybody's evil, right, Christian people? Everybody's evil. Little teeny baby, evil, dirty, filthy. God is pissed off. Pat Robertson, the preacher who founded the 700 Club, he says, unless Christians desire a nation and a world reordered to the humanistic, hedonistic model, it is absolutely vital that we, I'm assuming Christians, take control of the U.S. government away from the Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Relations, a.k.a. Hillary Clinton's bunch. By the way, has anybody seen a recent picture of Hillary? Jesus H. Christ. Politics is wearing that gal out. Nonetheless,
A U.S. News and World Report declared that a political hold